They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. The kickoff team out there getting set. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
The corner's going to give them room. They'll throw it on first down. Pulls it in. It's Ibuka. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. The sweet feet buy a little time. Just a short pass to the tight end. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time.
And the ball is picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wide receiver shows motion. He leaves it with his back. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Back to throw. It's back. Shoots it to the left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You know, it's really tough. It's tough to be a DB because you can't get there too early. You can't get there too late. He gets there perfect timing and gets the deflection.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Georgia lining up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Henderson. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Handoff to the lone back. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Howard. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. 2nd interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards. Make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. With the catch, it's Bell. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Fires to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that's That's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He wants to throw. Gets rid of it. Got a man. It's Smith.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Trying to convert this second and short. Gets it out fast. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught over the middle. It's Lovett. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. And here comes the offense on second down. Wide out in motion. They keep attacking through the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. Touchdown, Dogs! A great catch and run for 6.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts. And you can tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page. Gets the big touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Pulls it in. It's Henderson. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Finds a crease at the 20. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Defense looks like they're coming. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. The sure hands, it's Henderson. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Reeled it in and just made the house call. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. The defense now needs to get the football back and keep that momentum going.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. To the air, it's back. Getting some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught on the outside, it's Scott. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And it was the defense that got this started, right? They were the ones who got the stop, forced the punt, gave it back to the offense, who now just picked up a nice completion. You win as a team, but give the defense credit for getting this thing going.
He'll try to do it himself. At the 20, he's got space. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the 1st down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves.
Defensively, I think you have different strategies for these situations. The clock is your friend, right? You want that thing to tick. You're up in the 4th quarter, but you don't want to sit back and prevent, because you've heard the saying, you really just prevent yourself from winning.
With the run on 1st and goal.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Ohio State!
Now that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ballgame.
They did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the fourth. And now we are set up for quite a finish. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic. If you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't